Hey, how's it going? So in today's video, Orson, our husband, is going to join the Moodwood Collective to try to become alpha in their pack, while I, Journey, try to become alpha in the Wild Fangs. We also have a baby coming. We're in our 3rd trimester. We have to build a new house to try and make a beautiful wolf family, because our starter home is going to be too small. We have collected a bunch of lore from Greg and Lily and Christopher, so we're gonna dig a little bit deeper. We did collect a moon petal. I want to get more collectibles. Let's see what we can get done today. Here we go. Like I said, we are in our 3rd trimester for our baby, and we are moving. There is one lot in Moodwood Mill that doesn't have anything that's ready for build, and it's Prowler's Patch. What a beautiful location. Let's move our family here. Look at our Sims. I totally forgot what she looked like. I mean, Orson looks beautiful. So we're not gonna keep our furniture. We're gonna sell our furniture to have the best option possible. But here we go. So we have this beautiful 30 by 30 lot. I think we're gonna do 3-bedroom, maybe 4-bedroom house, few bathrooms. Not sure what style I want it in. So let's see what we can do. So I just built this house. It is not an abandoned building, but it is inspired by an abandoned building. This wolf family has enough money to be able to create a beautiful work of art with a few touches of grunge. So let's take a tour. We're gonna start with this front door. Unassuming, but it is what it is. All right, let me go through the front door into the beautiful living room / office area. As you walk in, you have a little office area, some bookshelves, computer, TV. We have our kitchen table here, some wolf touches, some industrial flair. Got the beam holding up the 2nd floor. Nice little kitchen. Like I said, this is not all grunge. This is some modern touches. We have our empty collective shelf over there. We have the high chair because we're going to have a baby soon. That door is to the backyard, which we don't have too much going on yet because not sure what we're gonna do. Just a small bathroom with a nice tub, old rusty sink, you know, hole in the wall type of thing. And then if you go up the ladder, you get to go to the 2nd floor into the hallway. So we're gonna start with, this is the kids' room. So we have a new addition coming, and this is where they're gonna stay. We already have our moon lamp going on, some touches, beautiful owl. This is our parents' bedroom. Just a bed, essentially, some other small touches, a chest out here. This is a balcony with some places to grow plants, our telescope, and some lovely chairs. Some graffiti on the wall because we are still animals inside. This is a spare room for future expansion, or you never know who might come and live with us. So, we'll see. And down the hallway here is our lovely bathroom. Don't fall down the hole. Just a sink, a stand-up shower, and a toilet. So that's pretty much it. That's our house. It is across the street from the library, and just out front we have the statue of the moon. It's more of a central location than where we were previously, which is nice, but it is home. So let's see how our wolfies like it. I think they're making themselves quite at home, and this is nice because any day now or any second now we're gonna have our new addition, and that's exciting. So let's just fulfill some needs and wait for the baby. As you can see, our shelf is very full, but I'm gonna have her decipher all of the engravings. We did look at the Brutus one already, so we're not gonna read that one, but there's plenty more to see. Okay, so this is a long one. We need to look at this. Mesopotamian tablet. Wise Wolfman. In your readings, you learned that many moons ago, the land we now know as Moodwood Mill was actually the home of a small ancient Mesopotamian city. Interestingly enough, Mesopotamians believed that the greatest minds of their society were reborn as wolves that stored their wisdom in the moon via howl. As the cycle progressed towards a full moon, the growing light represented more and more stored wisdom. On full moon nights, Mesopotamians would sport wolf-like masks and ceremonially draw upon the moon's stored wisdom. wisdom. As the cycle then progressed to a new moon, the light leaving the moon each night represented the stored wisdom slowly dissipating to the Mesopotamian people. As the first modern werewolves, Moodwood Mill's mooncasters likely gleaned much of their information on harnessing the moon's power from studying the Mesopotamian. Okay, this sounds a little bit crazier than I thought. Mesopotamian tablet cow plant taming. Another often forgot aspect of Mesopotamian culture was taming cow plants as stationary sediments of defense. Oh man. And sometimes crossbreeding them to be mobile attack units, though it was quite difficult to safely reproduce mobile cow plants for obvious reasons. In modern times, it turns out the mooncasters were not the only group seeking unorthodox answers to the vampire problem during Operation Eternal Flame. The mooncasters, who 100% came up with their name first, total coincidence, attempted to adapt Mesopotamians' cowplant taming practices to their needs. It was an initial success, and they had a prosperous alliance with the mooncasters. Needless to say, it didn't last long. One of the tamed cow plants feasted upon Yenakia, the original Mooncaster, and Gregorus and Avelina, Ludwig's dearest friend. Interesting. Okay, so there's some loss there, but Avelina's still alive in this one. Tamed cowplant skull. Based on its age, the skull belongs to one of the tamed cowplants used by the Mooncasters, a spellcasters group that served as a counterpart to the Mooncasters. Both groups formed in response to the vampires' Operation Eternal Flame, a covert operation attempt to turning all remaining spellcasters into vampires. They simply differed in their methods. Rather than harnessing the power of the moon to become werewolves, the Mooncasters instead tamed cowplants to use as somewhat loyal companions in battle. There appears to be a carving leading towards the jawbone, though the writing is hard to decipher. It currently reads, I will what? I will avenge you, is carved into the jawbone, initiating at the back tip and seems to come from the skull. The words were carved hastily, using what appears to have been an unusually sharp werewolf claw. The final word devotes into a frenzied scratch, cutting deep into the time-brittled bone. A whiff of Greg's ominous scent lingers upon the bone, concentrated around the carving. So there seems to be something crazy going on. Not sure if Avelina also got eaten by a cowplant, but they did say that their friend did get eaten. And it seems that Greg took that very harshly, to the point where he said he was going to avenge his best friend. Canine familiar figurine, Renga. The wolf figurine has a name and carved on its base, Renga. You recall from your wolf studies that there was a wolf familiar, Yenakia, one of the original Mooncasters. Yena was Lundvik's closest friend in the Mooncasters. She had an insatiable love for going on adventures to unfamiliar places. Rena had a similar wanderlust, and when infused with his power during the moon casting transformation, her energetic will to explore and get into trouble was bolstered greatly. This was much to the frustration of her non-werewolf wife, Emmy. Aww, lesbians, who only wished they could have settled once the vampire conflict was over. One day, during a joint defense mission between the werewolf mooncasters and the cowplant tamer mooncasters, Yena's mischievous spirit became her downfall as she accidentally became a cowplant's lunch. After Yena's passing, many noted Burrow and Gregorus' brow drew a bit deeper, and it was said that Rena was practically glued to Emmy's side for the rest of his days. Verti. Canine familiar figurine Verti. The wolf figurine has a name engraved on its base, Verti. You recall from your werewolf studies that this was the wolf familiar of Maria Volkor, one of the original Mooncasters. Okay. Maria's dedication to community enrichment and diplomacy was no doubt enhanced by Verta's dignified, princely nature upon combining with his energy during the Mooncaster transformation. She and Gregorus often engaged in very heated debates over the Mooncasters' new responsibilities as werewolf. Are all Sims born as good or bad? Or was good a title earned? Are werewolves forever cursed to give into their basic instincts, or do they have the responsibility to exercise caution and discipline? As time went on, Maria concluded Gregorus was simply jealous of her abilities to control her fury, for since the night of the transformation, she had never found it difficult to suppress her wild instinct, and he had only grown more and more beastly. Okay, so there seems to be a little conflict between the Volkorfs and the Ludwigs and Gibby. We have a canine familiar figurine of Gibby. The wolf figurine has a name engraved on its base, Gibby. You recall from your werewolf studies that this is the wolf familiar of Avelina Ludwig, one of the original Mooncasters. Named after the gibbous moon phases, Gibby's powers enhance Avelina's fascinations with the moon and workings of space. Upon her transformation into a werewolf, she poured her heart and soul into her studies with an unprecedented favor. She aimed to do all she could to help her husband Gregorus with his explorations and experimentations with fury. Okay, so we have these pottery pieces here. Turning, learning, and planting. All right, so we're gonna do Mooncaster part shard, learning. Near the painting of a wolf's tail, this shard is engraved engraved with some vague text describing what appears to be the steps of the adopted ritual, likely dating back to the ancient Mesopotamian tradition. The language, however, is consistent with the era of the mooncasters, suggesting the pot was used to transport the glowing waters of Lake Lenvik to perform certain power harnessing ceremonies on top of the Howling Point cliff in Moodwood Mill. The waters of the lake must have been crucial to their efforts to a turning to the moon. So that was learning. Turning. Mooncaster pot shard turning. Etched around the painting of the wolf's head, this shard contains a list, some adjacent notes revealing that it is based on observation of the children of mooncasters. After their parents transformed into the first werewolves, it offers solutions to dormant werewolf genes and non-werewolf child born to werewolves. Some promising ones, such as Full Moon, devour 10 grilled cheese sandwiches and walk around on all fours, no speaking, only howling, are crossed out for some reason. However, one entry is on the list is circled Lake Lenvik Swim Full Moon. Okay, so I think that means that if you have a child born to two werewolf parents that has a dormant werewolf gene, if you swim in the Lake Lenvik during a full moon, you may become a werewolf. That's interesting. That's fun. Mooncaster pot shard planting. Traces of the glowing water of Lake Lenvik are present on this shard. A wolf's body is painted on the outside, painting faintly shimmering with the unmistakable glimmer of moon petal pollen. The mooncasters must have also used the water transported in this pot to cultivate the legendary moon petal bloom on top of the Howling Point. Of course, such a magically infused plant would require such powerful water to sustain it, and likely still benefits from its proximity to the lake today. And the last object, Mooncaster pot lid. This lid is painted what appears to be all 4 paw prints, with names listed each below, labeled Kinra, Logan, Milka, and Wugbug. You recall from your studies that these were 4 of the original Mooncaster wolf familiars. Even after the transfer of power between the Mooncasters and their familiars, it appears the familiars must have still played an important part in the group as the Mooncasters' trusted lifelong companion. Alright, so these are cool collectibles, and we learned a little bit more. So Yinakia was one of the original Mooncasters, along with an ancestor of the Volkorfs, Maria Volkorf, and then you had obviously the Lundviks. So it seems like those 4 kind of created this area and really got everything going. Still don't know what happened to Avelina though, so that's okay. But we know that their best friend, Yinakia, got eaten by a cow plant, and Greg decided that he wanted to call for revenge of this. Alright, we're gonna read a little bit more of Greg's diary before the baby comes, because I just want to see if there's anything else we're missing. Alright, here's a new entry. Today, Avelina and I discovered that some of the fish in Moonwood Mill's lake had been changed by the overload, the very same one that caused our transformation. She was so proud to name the new species the Lunafish. We celebrated with a fish roast. I do believe some sort of magical energy still persists within them. I felt energized, with my body feeling younger than it had for quite some time, and I moved throughout the town remarkably. I learned how to make the grilled Lunafish. Now I just need to catch one. The baby's on his way, so we're gonna have this baby and see what happens. Since we are having a baby boy, his name's gonna be Hunter, because he's gonna be a hunter wolf. Hunter. Oh, he's howling. He is a wolf. Oh, when he cries, he howls. That's so cute. All right, everyone stop talking. We're gonna feed the baby. That's so cute. Oh, they love each other. Okay, now that we have a baby wolf, Orson needs to become the alpha of the Moonwood Collective, and Journey needs to become the alpha of the Wild Fangs. So, Orson, let's do this. All right, we have a frog. We can give him a frog. All right, I want to join the pack. Ooh, demonstrate scavenging. I can dig a hole. Look at me, I can dig a hole. Okay, now I gotta give him something. All right, now I've got to fight with him. All right, we're sparring. Friendly fight. Now I need to find a collectible. Let me go dig one up, because I'm not giving away our nice collectibles. All right, I found the cow plant taming skull. Chris, where you going? Chris. Oh, hold on. Jacob. Where'd Christopher go? Okay, we need to talk about this wolf pack. All right, before we continue, keep in mind that we stand for the Moonwood Collective. First, each and every one of us must foster a good community within the pack and help out the group. Second, we must serve as effective ambassadors of werewolves to all, representing our kind with dignity. And third, we're all expected to provide for the pack as an investment in its future, which includes growing our own food and avoiding munching on couches in public. That's weird. Sure, I'm in. Let's go. So now that I'm part of the Moonwood Collective, I get 1 bag of Wafritos delivered weekly and 1 copy of The Good Boy and new pack exclusive interaction. Oh boy. So let's see what they have at their hangout. Anything important? An apple, stir fry, steak. So they have the Moonwood petal already, but I already have one at home. So let's see if we can do anything fun with him. All the same stuff. So let's check out here. Omega. So let's rank up a little bit and we'll get right back. Jacob said a lot of folks wouldn't be where they are today if it wasn't for the Moonwood Collective. Pack should be working to benefit the community, not not just themselves. We aren't wild animals after all. Whoa, is Lily gonna freeze to death? Lily, you should go inside. I feel like everyone's gonna freeze to death in this world. They're all turning blue. Go inside, dude. All right, I need to go home before these people freeze to death. I really don't want to see everyone die. All right, our baby's crying again and howling. I just love the little howl. All right, now that Orson's home, Orson, take care of the cub. I'm going to become the alpha of my wild fangs. Let's see if this works. So let's challenge Rory to an honorable brawl. Let's do this. Come on. All right, here we go. Nothing's happening to Rory. She's just standing here and I'm just going wild. Lou. He's like, oh no. Okay, animation. Oh, I lost. Man. All right, dang it. I gotta be stronger. Oh, gotta be stronger. We're not quite ready to be leader of the pack. All right, let's go home. This is gonna take more than I thought. I love how there's a paw print on my back because I got beaten up and on my leg. I really got beaten up, huh? Okay, Journey. We'll figure this out. I'm gonna leave this episode right here. We built a home. We have a new addition to our family. Orson is now part of the Moon Collective, and we learned all of that lore for all those collectibles. So things are getting good. We're starting to really piece in all this stuff. I am very curious to see how Avelina died because Greg did say that she's dead. So there's something else that we're missing in the lore, but I think we have about 85% of it. We just need to get that last 15%. If you like today's video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, because you don't want to miss out on more of this wolf content. And with that, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya!